Hello, hello. We are continuing our vintage journey. And last time my whole computer just straight up died. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen today, and I hope I didn't lose too much progress. Because I don't really remember where I even left off exactly. On the agenda today is to tame the chickens, get some bronze, and start working on an actual house, an actual home. Yeah, not just a house, a home. Okay. Seems I was... Sound seems very low somehow. Seems I was collecting clay to make something. Oh yes, I think a hammer mold was... Oh no, I'm firing the hammer mold. The anvil. Yeah, okay, yes, the anvil. I don't remember how much clay it took to make an anvil. Let's see, 28. It's probably faster for me to use this. And just delete this. So, Suterasus, if that's how you pronounce your name. How's your day been? Or night? Since you live in Papua New Guinea. It's been wonderful. That's great to hear. My day has been very slow. I was supposed to have band practice, but that got cancelled, so now I've not much left to do. That's why I fired up my stream a bit earlier than usually. I just noticed my chat and facecam aren't on. Big tragedy. Okay, I think I fixed that now. Low as a snail, precisely. that also describes my mental faculties. For you see, I am not the brightest of individuals. Yeah, but I feel quite groggy, so I hope my my commentary isn't gonna suffer. Although I suppose it's less than stellar anyway, which would be a tragedy if it got even worse somehow. So we don't actually quite yet need the anvil, but it will be useful. Yeah, it will definitely be useful in the future once we actually start getting some real metal that isn't Play-Doh, basically. Okay, this only takes 4. I should probably make a more organized pit kiln area, because this is one of those things you're gonna have to do till the end of times in this game. You're not really gonna grow out of using clay items. Mature red apple tree. I've never actually gotten any fruit from these trees, so I wonder if you have to break them down. I guess I don't think that makes too much sense. But some things in this game don't really make sense anyway, so. Just asking you guys, is the audio for the game too low? Because for me it's very silent. I could turn it up if need be. Ooh, this is some good stew. 1260 saturation of protein. Marvelous. Yeah, we need to make some ingot molds. You need ingots in this game for to actually use an anvil to form. You can form ingots into items on an anvil. Anyways, definitely tell me if there's something wrong with my audio or the visual feed or something. Because I haven't quite figured out or bothered to figure out how to monitor everything while I'm streaming. Because I'm doing this just for fun. Obviously, it would be quite delusional to think this is actually going to turn into something. Okay, let's see, what do I need to make? I need to make some bowls. I've always wondered how do you even build up an audience as a streamer. It just kind of seems like you have to do shameless self-promoing and debase yourself in front of people. But like natural or organic growth, yeah, organic growth feels kind of impossible. Why can't I place them down? No, okay. Just had to do it at a strange angle. So, is anyone actually watching or what? Come on guys, I'm looking for some engagement here. Yes, I am. Well, you've been awfully quiet this time. Are you doing something in the background? Or is everything okay? This stream has already been one of my worst so far. Oh, you can open multiple vessels at a time. I did not know that. That's actually quite useful. Okay. Let's see. We need some meal. No, I need some meat. I could also make vegetable stew. I should, but first I should. I'm so scatterbrained. I should complete my charcoal pit, as that's a good start. I'm taking care of my wabbit. Oh, that's nice. You can see I'm also a rabbit. So I understand your... I appreciate your dedication. I have basalt. Basalt is quite bad for tools. It's a soft rock. Talking about growth still, I think also a reason is I don't stream for too long, and that's mainly been because of technical difficulties, but I'm also feel it's so tiring. I can play games for like hours endlessly, but when I have to stream them, it feels so somehow so feels like I have to be more engaged. I know, right? A shocker. Ah, this is so relaxing. Let's see. Quite sure this is enough wood. Yeah, this should definitely be enough wood to finish my white oyster. I guess that was growing on the tree. I heard a rabbit. My kin. not sure. I don't think I should build... Yeah, I shouldn't build another one here. Okay, we can now build a fire pit. Oh no, you need firewood, not sticks. Yeah, of course. Oh, that took so fast to fire up. Huh. While I'm waiting for the charcoal to be done cooking, I think I should... I wonder if I should continue with this kind of hobbit hole idea, or if I should try to build something out. Once of course I get my saw, so I can actually start building stuff and not just... Ooh, okay, these are wolves. The wolves deal a lot of damage in this game. Okay, she's low. Oh my god, the fucking... Think I got her down? No, I did not. Okay. I mean, bushmeat isn't exactly great, but it'll be better than nothing. It's kind of strange that you can't put it in a crock pot, because you'd think... Or you can put it in a crock, you can't cook with it, which is very strange, considering it says it's very tough meat, so you'd think you could actually... If there's any meat you could use in a stew, it would be like very tough cuts of meat. Apparently not. Okay, come on, what the fuck is this? Okay. Finally. I'm expecting 5... Oh no, okay, she's... her weight is low, so I'm guessing it's... Oh, it's 5 still. Nice. Well, that's kind of annoying. We'll just make another one. I have to take these tongs out of my hands. So tomorrow I should be able to make a hammer and then make a prospecting pick. If I have the charcoal, which I might not. But making charcoal doesn't take that long in this game, so I should still be able to make my prospecting pick and my hammer. There was some sort of strategy you could use with a prospecting pick when I used it last time. I don't quite remember how you can maximize the... Oh no, there's a boat on here. That's not ideal. Where is he? Where the fuck? Okay, he's there. These guys suck. Yeah, I'm just running. That was a lot of damage. Good night. Let's put the raw bush meat here. And... What should I do? I mean, our first course of action is to sleep. But after that... And I am arisen. Not sure how much it takes. Many pieces of firewood. It should be enough, surely. Okay, do I have anything apart from mushrooms that I can eat? I like that it shows you how fast you... what's the... Yeah, how fast the food spoils. Boton is still here. How are you supposed to dodge him? These are like the most annoying normal enemies you will find in this game. Is that a puma? Or lynx or something? I mean, lynxes don't look like that, but kind of look like a mountain lion or something. Okay, I can plant the cattails now. Please do not... okay. Too late. It's a wolf. It doesn't look like a wolf to me. Don't you... And that's that. The water cheese never disappoints. Surely this is gonna be some good food, right? If I can actually harvest this dude. Seven, I'm guessing. 6. Oh, it's not too far off. I don't remember if there's anything you can very worthwhile you can actually do with the bones. I haven't been collecting them so far. And I can use them as Halloween decorations. Or just store them on the ground, I suppose. The bushmeat is just kind of bad, no? Doesn't feel very useful. Is this still? Yeah, it's raw. It's raw. Pits, the charcoal burner is still smoking, so I cannot yet make use of that. I should maybe go look for more native copper, or go mine the sources I've already found, the copper veins I've already found, which aren't gonna be very high quality veins. I still need a hammer to make the most of them. Ooh, there's spelt here. I will take that. I did not even get seeds. That's fine. I already have spelt seeds. So where should I head? There's copper ore there. I could go and mine there, which is probably a good idea. But my hunger is very low, so I have to sort that out somehow. I could make some mushroom stew, but that feels kind of wasteful. Can I make something out of fat? Instead of just eating it. I can use it for crock pots, or crocks, but that isn't very helpful, I feel. I guess I'll just eat it, because I already have my candle. It's not like I have to take care of that. How is the bushmeat going? I have a lot of mushrooms, but they do stay fresh for quite a while, so I'm not too keen on using them, just eating them plain. Would get a lot more mileage out of them if I just cook them with other foods. Mushroom wise, this area is great. There's so many different mushrooms growing here, as you could probably already see from my not so modest collection. There were a bunch of pigs around here. I'll see if I can... that's a bear? That I do not... There's native copper here, though. Ooh. Is it worth the gamble? You have to be very careful. I guess I can build a small tower here, just to show. But there is copper in this exact place. Seven nuggets. I don't think that's enough to make myself a hammer. Of course, 7 of course isn't enough, but along with the ones I have at home in my hovel. I think I had 11 at home. I've been quite lucky with the copper spawns, because last time I played... Oh my god. Last time I played, I had two pigs. Yeah, I'm not taking 2-1 right now. I had to look a lot more to find copper. I searched for a few hours, I think. Find native copper underground. Same with clay, actually. I couldn't find clay for a while. Which clay is like the most important thing to progression here. If you don't find clay, there's not much you can do. Oh yeah, it takes 900 units of metal. That's insane. 22... 11. Yeah, that's not enough. I need 2 more. Yeah. 2 is doable. I can find those in a jiffy. At this point, I can definitely afford to make at least 1 batch of mushroom stew. I have so many mushrooms. And there, if some place has mushrooms spawning, I think I think more mushrooms will grow there eventually, because I feel like I find new mushrooms every day here. But it's definitely season dependent as well, because you won't have them growing at winter. I don't know about spring or summer though. I mean, this game isn't very realistic anyway. So who cares? First time I saw a picture on the internet of one of those huge puffball mushrooms, I thought it was fake. So all the puffballs I've seen in my life are like tiny, 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 tiny mushrooms. They are supposed to be edible. Now, I've never eaten one because they're that small that it just doesn't seem worth it. And when they get old, they have these, they turn into, I think, earth balls, they're called. They start releasing, they become like dark brown, and if you step on them, they... Oh, jack-o'-lantern, these are not good. They release a lot of spores and like almost a dust cloud. When I was a wee child, I remember being quite enamored by them. Okay, dead fallow deer fawn. Yeah, only one meat. Better than nothing. Oh, small piglets. I don't know if I'm projecting here or if I'm correct that most people who watch streams or are streamers are just complete losers with almost no social life. Because in every drama that happens with streamers, you just realize that they're completely inept in every social situation and their values are completely fucked. Well, that part isn't exactly projection. I'd like to think my values are decent, and I'm not very socially inept. Come on, sir, only one piece of copper. Where's the copper? This is like prime copper real estate here. Surely we'll be able to find some. Interestingly enough, I haven't seen any coal, naturally spawning coal. Now it is dependent on the strata and the geology of the area. And so I'm not sure you get coal spawning in a basalt biome. Oh, seed pouch, that's fairly useful actually. This flint keeps baiting me into thinking it's copper ore. It seems we... Is that like a small dust storm or something? Maybe I shouldn't have come this far without actually having any decent food. I guess I can eat the rye flour. It's not like I'll be able to process it in a while anyway. Or not the flour, the grains. That's kind of mad to eat grains without removing the hull or anything. The husk, or however it's called. Like raw grains usually taste actually quite sweet. Which makes sense, they are made of complex sugars after all, but... Ooh, lead ore. Now that's good. That we definitely want to mark down. Very useful to find. I think you can make alloys with lead. Lear, no, not that. As you can see, it's different. There's different rocks here. There's the conglomerate. Ooh, crimson maple, that's beautiful. So, how far have I wandered? Okay, actually not that far even. I thought I was further. I have to be cognizant of my food situation though. I could hunt some rabbits here, but I think, as you can probably imagine, I'm not keen on doing that. And we finally found some medium fertility soil. Yes. Now I can start a farm. Let's make another obsidian shovel here. I know medium's fertility soil isn't very rare exactly, but I walked quite a bit of distance to find it. I don't know how much of it I should pick up. You are blinking so often. Are you okay? My eyes are just super dry, sorry. As I said, it's been a very slow day, so I've been sleeping a lot and I don't feel too well. That's why my commentary has also been very scatterbrained and very meek today. I'd guess it's far easier to find things to comment on if you actually have people interacting with you in the chat. But just yapping about nothing or just saying what's happening is kind of dry and dull. Okay, I hope I can actually find my way out of here without starving to death. Surely I can find some berry bushes or something. Or something. And a sign. That's interesting. wonder how good as kind of voice training and conditioning streaming is if you're commenting often and doing it for hours at a time. So I feel like it'd be pretty, I don't know if beneficial is the right word, but I feel like it would kind of train your voice maybe. Maybe I'm just completely off and it just destroys your voice. I've been practicing singing more often recently just to finish some demos and to get a better idea of my compositions, but oh no, I'm starving. Ooh, I cannot, okay, I can't, I have my puffballs with me, which I stupidly forgot to make into a stew. My IQ drops like a few, like 20 points every time I start streaming. I open up OBS, my IQ drops significantly. I mean, streaming is 99% luck anyway. You have people who, and having an interesting personality and interesting things to say. Because, and then it requires a lot of luck as well. So a lot of streamers stream for years and don't get anywhere. Which, I mean, if you ever considered for some reason doing streaming as a job, not just a hobby, then you really do have to enjoy it. Yeah, like new mushrooms keep popping up here all the time. There's definitely something going on with this place. Hefty puffball stew. Well, let's have a taste. I'm not sure how hefty that was. I'm not sure also that I can create food this with, yeah, no, you can't do a vegetable stew with a bit of meat. You have to have at least 2 meat to make a meaty stew. That sucks. That sucks. Okay, my charcoal is finished. Which is great. Now comes the hard part, which is harvesting the charcoal. Because it takes a while. I don't know why they made it so annoying to harvest charcoal. The sound of you breaking charcoal almost scratches some sort of strange itch for me. Charcoal, if you've ever, which I think most people have probably interacted with charcoal while firing up a grill or something, has very distinct, very interesting tone, very interesting resonance, which is kind of hard to describe. I feel like you could say it's almost glass-like, or kind of glassy. Very random thought, but just something I thought yesterday as well when I was playing. So this is why I don't like making charcoal in this game. I feel it would be so nice if there was just a faster process for harvesting it. Like, you can make it at a pretty massive scale in this game. That's not the problem. Yeah, that took most of my durability. Straight up. There's a pig there, but yeah, I don't think I have the durability on my spear or the health to try to kill him. Some food would be very nice right about now. Get sniped. That was easy. And he's of good weight as well. 11 meat. That's insane. Whoa. This will make a good amount of stew. You can't put fat in the crock pot. Keep saying crock pot all the time. It's not a crock pot in this game. Why do I keep confusing it? And Don't Starve, you cook meals like this in a crock pot. But not in this game. Okay, I can make a lot of... Why has the spoilage rate gone up? That's not good. No, la polizia. Give it to me, give it to my. Okay. Yeah, I should make more cooking pots. Let's see here. More stew. Wait, can you create multiple servings? Wait. This is intriguing. Surely you can't, right? Oh, you can actually. That's... You learn something new every day. That's actually very helpful. That's kind of what I needed, in fact. It, however, seems that it will increase the cooking time, which is fine by me. Oh, fireflies. Crudely made tends to fall apart when used. I think if I use 2 of these and 18 of these, I should get almost exactly enough metal, a bit more, that I need for a hammer. Who are you dressing up as on Halloween? So I'm thinking about dressing up as a slime. You know, not for any particular reason, I just think slimes and bunnies just go together. Definitely not due to a famous pixelated video game. That would be weird. I don't play video games, never have in my life. I think I could just go to sleep right now in this game. Don't have to wait for this to finish cooking. But I mean, it's almost done anyway. Let's sleep. Fresh for 6.9 days. I think that's enough time. Time to smelt some copper. Wait, can I can't use these at all. That's bad. I thought I could use them, but the yield was worse. Apparently no. Then I have to go searching for copper again. Yay! Exactly what I wanted to do. I haven't searched to the west yet. I should work on some western expansion. First, I need to go to the restroom. Sorry. And I'm back. What horror movies do you recommend to watch on Halloween? So I'm more of a romantic comedy. No, just kidding. Watch Martyrs if you haven't already. But that's quite a mainstream horror movie, of course. I think a lot of people have seen that one. It's hard to recommend any horror movies, I'll be honest. I like the Hellraiser films a lot, the first ones. I think the fact that people categorize those films as slasher movies is offensive and stupid, and it annoys me. Because they're not as gay as slasher movies, despite the fact they were written by a homosexual. More puffballs. Oh my god, that was... What the fuck? I like Saw and Terrifier. I like Brutal. I think you might enjoy the first Silent Hill movie. I quite like that one. I think it's very fun, but of course it's also because I really like the industrial horror aesthetic it has. You could also watch movies by a Argentinian director, I think he is, called Damien Rugna. Something like that. Something similar. He has made two very, very captivating horror movies. One of them is... When Evil Lurks, and the other one is like Aterrados or something like that. Both are very fun movies. Extremely graphic. Even though I'm quite familiar, and I'm not very shaken up by gore in movies. But those two movies have some really hardcore scenes. I like Hostel, I like Poland. Well, Hostel is not about Poland. It's about Slovakia. Yeah, I like those movies too. Well, not the third one. The third one is awful, but the first two are very entertaining movies. Quite funny as well, of course. If I remember correctly, they were produced by... Oh, Native Copper, finally. They were produced by Quentin Tarantino and written by a collaborator of his called... I I don't remember. I know he played in Inglourious Bastards. Yeah. I don't remember his name. He was the director, and I think I could be completely off here, but Tarantino was the producer. But I think that's the reason those movies work as well as they do. But it's kind of like Poland, sometimes Slovakia, Czechoslovakia. I mean, broadly Eastern European, so yeah. All Eastern Europe is the same. That's something you should never say to a Pole or Eastern European. They get very offended when they're compared to each other. Okay, now that I have my native copper, I ought to return back home. Oh, this is a nice maple forest here. Spelt. We're gonna be making mixed grain bread tonight. Oh, this is peat. For a second I thought this was the rich soil, but it's not. Most of the horror movies coming out, at least these days, or maybe always actually, I don't have a good overview on that, are kind of suck. You know, they're just slop. Especially since the slasher genre became a thing. I can't stand the campiness of a lot of horror movies. Feels very gay, for lack of a better word. Which yeah, that's the point, but it's a very unappealing aesthetic to me. I don't think we've had even 3 viewers today, so that's a new record for me. Woohoo! Was that something I can make with quartz at this point even? I don't think so. And it's not like I have anything I could actually do with glass. Which I'm not sure I can even create at the moment. It's kind of easy for me to understand why it's so hard to get started streaming It's kind of a snowball effect. The smaller you are, the harder it is to grow an audience. 'Cause if I think about myself, don't know that there are many, if any, times that I'd play kind of random small streamer without knowing them or without having some sort of connection to them. Though actually, no, that now that I think about it, I have definitely done that before. Yeah, no, definitely, but it's a rare occasion. And I mean, those haven't been like 1 viewer streamers. They've still had like 10 viewers or something like that. Flax. This is the grain I am looking for. Flax flour is a bit less nutritious than the other flours, but you can of course make you can get string with it, or fibers, or what's it called, flax fibers, yeah. Which infinite gives it so much more utility compared to other grains. It might be harder to grow though, and I don't know about that. Is that a bear or is that like a cow? What am I looking at here? Anyway, if you're seeing this stream, share it with your friends, share it with your family, share it with strangers in the street. Spread the word, spread the gospel. Why am I kidding? I'm just talking to myself. And I hate self-promoing, so I have to expedite that task to someone else. There are very few people, I think, who enjoy self-promo, so it's one of the more unpopular things you kind of have to do. Especially because, for me at least, I definitely feel like if I don't have anything that's very quality to give, like I don't want to promote myself. Okay, now I have enough native copper, I can smelt it into... I think 4 or 3 should be enough. Can smelt it into a hammer, finally. Then I have to see what I can do about bronze. Get on with it. Of course I also have to start with my farm. There's tin bronze. What's black bronze? What is black bronze? 68 to 84% malachite, silver and gold. Now that's expensive. Bismuth bronze. What's the durability on this? If I look at the talcs, for example, 530. And That's tin bronze. 450. So tin bronze is actually worse than bismuth bronze. I think I did make some bismuth bronze last time. Don't know how you get bronze though. Or tin, not bronze. Of course I know how to. God, what am I, stupid? Yeah, I don't think you can find it as a native metal sample on the ground like you can with copper. I think you have to prospect for it. Where can I even read? Oh, farming. High. I definitely want to find high. Terra preta would be nice as well, of course. Okay, so basically what I already knew. I have to definitely check the different different requirements for all the plants. I just thought about the fact that you could probably heat the crucible up most of the way, or at least some of the way with firewood, and then the rest of it you could use coal for. So you would save coal, or even peat. You could use peat because that's better. So we need a saw blade for that. Okay, you can only make that by smithing, I see. Okay, so you can't actually... Yeah, that makes sense, I guess. Oh, smithing. This will require me to make an anvil, which I am not very fond of. Like, I'd want to make like a tin bronze anvil, but I'm not sure how realistic or how helpful that would be. Okay, now I can grab the crucible. And where is my hammer mold? It's here. Very good. Should have probably smelted more. Oh no, I couldn't, of course. I don't have more. Yeah, I'm stupid. And this will take a bit of time to finish. While that's going on, I should make myself some farm land. I don't really want to make it a very scrappy farm. That's just that just runs across the side of this little pond here. I want to make a proper farm. However, I don't know where to make it. I guess I could start with this place. I know this was originally supposed to be for my farm animals, but I'm not sure that's happening too soon, as I of course need a saw for that, which is not happening yet. You need a lot of copper for that. I don't remember how you make a bucket in this game, so it might not actually be a good idea to make a farm here, but we'll see. It'd be a lot nicer to use natural water instead of having to use a watering can all the time. Let's see. Okay, you need boards for it. And this is just going to be a very scrappy, shitty farm for now. I'm getting no viewers today. Such a lonely day, and it's mine. The most loneliest day of my life. No one wants to give me a chance to prove myself. Like, short form content is probably the answer, but I'm not willing to put out some shitty clips just to get more viewers. For now, at least, integrity is far more important to me than actually getting views. For now. Should be able to make a watering can Oh my god, this farmland is awful. We'll make do. We'll make do. Watering it is gonna suck. But well, what can you do? I guess I could have built it in a better area. However, I don't care. I already had this fence sitting around here, not doing anything. So might as well put it to use. I should get started on my watering can here. It doesn't actually require that much. Who would have thunk? Why can't I place it here? Okay. Now I have to do the tedious part of this process, which is firing everything. And I need more sticks for it. I definitely want to start the fire before I go to sleep. My lighter broke. That's fine. So, let's see here. Still fresh for quite a while. Oh, I can finally get my hammer. Oh my god. Let's go to sleep. Just drinking some tea. Okay, hammer, of course. Now I can make more copper items. Mainly what I need is a prospecting pick. Okay, that's how you do it, yeah. Where did the nuggets? Oh, they went straight into, yeah, okay, they went straight into the chest here, the vessel. That actually got me quite a bit of copper. So I should definitely make at least a prospecting pick, of course. The bare minimum. Let's see here. We can light this now. You are my favorite streamer. Thank you, and you are my only true and honest fan in this whole wide world. See, I can heat up the fire pit most of the way before I put my coal in, so that will make my coal last longer. Let's see here. What else can I do in the meantime? I'll of course go prospecting once I'm finished with this. I have 2 more bowls. That's very useful. I can use those to take more food with me. Very important to do that. I think I can get away with using only 2 charcoal here. Don't need a hoe with me. Nor do I really need a hammer, right? Sulle läge. Das ist gut. I don't think I can make it with only one charcoal use here. Yeah, definitely not. Two is enough though. 2 is just about enough. Prospecting pick, of course, prospecting pick. Now I just need to wait for it to cool down. I could look in the wiki and see what biomes have tin or bismuth, but I don't know how you or what rocks they spawn in, but don't know if I want to do that exactly. Let's see here. Carrot seed. I have quite the seed collection at this point. I should make 2 more ingot molds so I can fire up. Where did I place my... Here. Oh, okay, only 2 fit. Fucking, that jump scares me so bad every time. You'd think I'd learn at this point, but no. I need more sticks. And more grass, apparently, jeez. Didn't you need 8? Am I misremembering something? Okay, apparently 10 then. It does depend on what you're firing. Oh, it actually does it now. The amount of peat or wood you have to lay on does matter, definitely. Does change with what you're firing. But in this case, I'm not so sure. Why does this always take so long? Light. I think it's chance based. Okay, it's never taken me this long. I'm gonna take a few minute break just to eat some bread and back. I am back. And what was I doing again? Oh, waiting for the prospecting pick to cool down. It should be cold enough now that I can craft it into a tool, a usable tool. Does not register surface copper, quartz, rock salt or lapis lazuli. Well, that's a bit shite. Detects deposits that are above 2.5% concentration. I mean, there's not really a choice whether I make it or not, because I kind of need it to be able to find some tin. I mean, we can try it out right now. Have to remind myself how it worked, because I don't remember, genuinely. There's more flax here. It's nice. I'm a flax enjoyer. Okay, so it's basically how I remembered it. Let's just start here. I wonder what ore that is. That's the andesite. Oh, let's get another sample here. And the last sample here. Decent limonite, very poor bismuth and tin, minuscule amounts of cinnabar. Five units of titanium. Decent limonite. Now that's interesting. Of course I can't actually crush it. So, made it by smashing. Yeah. Crushed lementites. Titanium ingot. I'm quite certain I can't make titanium. Titanium anything, really. Wait, is there actually a titanium ingot? I can't... Maybe it's something they haven't yet added to the game. I can't seem to... Yeah, okay, you can actually... Okay, that's fucking stupid. There's decent amount of something that's completely useless here. Oh, that's amazing. So there's this cave near my house. right here. Wonder if this has something I can mine. I should probably make a way down here, just in case I also happen to fall down, because that is certainly not something I wish to deal with on the fly. So caves are actually very dangerous in this game. You tend to die in them very easily. So I have to be very careful here not to... Ah, you can see there's a shiver there. And drifters. Yeah, so it's not a good idea for me to go in here right now. I do want to prospect here though. There's a lot of limonite here, but it's completely useless. Wow, I can make refractory bricks. What the fuck can you even do with this? Oh, you can make some sort of oven or something out of it. Yeah, well, there's not really a reason for me to collect it for a while, if ever, actually. But that's disappointing. Maybe I should go somewhere further away. I could also, of course, just go and mine some copper and get some, make a copper anvil. There's a copper vein there, I remember. I marked it down. I'm really finding a lot of different farmable resources in this place. There was medium fertility soil here all this time, and I thought, okay, whatever. You know, it's what it is. It's not like I spent days looking for it or anything like that. Okay, the bear left me alone. That's good to know. I feel like this mountainside might be a good place to prospect. I still don't quite understand how the whole system works. Like if I... Like, how does it measure it? Does it measure it from like in almost a chunk kind of way, or what? How does it measure it? So I feel like let's get some samples here. Yes, it could be useful taking a bigger sample area, but I feel like if I want to pinpoint something, this is gonna be a decent magnetite. Yeah, so magnetite is okay. Magnetite is basically you can make iron from magnetite, I think. Yeah, and you can make that into an iron bloom in a bloomery and start forging iron. Now I remember. Yeah, I got to the Iron Age. Don't remember that being like a huge upgrade. Like it was nice having more durability and faster tools, but I don't remember if it actually made a big difference. I don't think so. Another area to prospect. Decent magnetite. Seems like this place has some okay iron deposits. But we do not need that currently. Whoa, okay. That was close. Ah, this is Pete. For a second. Ooh, this is the first time I've ever seen this in this game. Yes, please. Last world I had, I looked for high fertility soil for quite a while. But now I finally found it. I did read that it spawns in small clusters in like a fairly humid and temperate biome. But this seems quite a random place for it to spawn. Okay, and all of this is peat, which is also very useful, but I mean, I don't quite have a peat shortage right now. Shortage. Yeah, realistic game, my foot. Most unrealistic game I've ever played. Okay, let's do some prospecting here. Most likely nothing here, but you know, we'll see. This is kind of a nice little patch of rocks. Clearing of stone. Okay, just basically very bad everything. What's this even? Zinc. Yeah, not interested in any way. Okay, but this is a different biome. This is like a forest biome here. Could it be that I can find something something useful here? I could just dig small holes and find exposed rock that way. But I don't prefer doing that if I can avoid it. We only got 29 high quality soil, but that's better than nothing. As I said, I've never found it before anyway, so having even 29 is quite a step up. Let's see if this area has anything. I highly doubt it. Okay, so basically nothing. Like it has poor bismuth, so there's not really a reason to look for it. 1% means that per 100 blocks there's one bismuth ore. But because they spawn in clusters, it doesn't mean breaking 100 blocks will yield one bismuth ore. And even then, that wouldn't be very effective or efficient, would it? Oh, this is some more high quality soil. So it doesn't seem to be as rare as I expected it to be. I'm certainly taking it. Okay, so this is a cave. I should do some prospecting here. We have a drifter. We have a surface drifter. Dude, what the hell? Heck off. Yeah, that's right. One trace mineral and just bad everything. Okay, figures. Okay, we have another drifter here. That's right, run away. I don't have stick apparently. That's easy to fix. There should be enough soil here as to give me everything I need for my farm. That's all. I have 0 concurrent viewers. That's amazing. Bloody wonderful. What can you do? Such is life. Just the most meaningless phrase ever. Stella, sa lähed vastu mu mikrit praegu, muideks, siis see lööb mind vastu nägu. See on okei. I'm guessing there's nothing here. Yeah, very poor everything. I wonder how deep the map goes. How deep you can dig down. So I've never tried because it's of course a waste of tools and time. Don't think you get anything for it. Or maybe. A temporal storm should be happening fairly soon, which I'm interested in. I remember it not being a very big deal if you're inside. Okay, so this is this is already very familiar turf here. Ah, that's a brown bear. Not interested at all in dealing with that. So I think I might have to go south to find some actual lead, not lead, sorry, not lead, but tin or bismuth. Probably more likely bismuth, actually. I don't want to do prospecting in caves. Though it is pretty easy to find minerals and materials in caves. Oh my... Oh, Jesus, that... Fucking god, man. Bears in this game. There's no rhyme or reason, just fucking attack you. You don't even have cubs. This makes no sense. Nonsense. Okay, I'm not sure this is worth it. Okay, so the blocks are very easily affected by gravity. Yeah, they have some weird rolling mechanic. They roll down. Now I'm scared to even shovel gravel and sand. Okay, need 2 more samples. Apparently that's not far enough then. Yeah, I can't be bothered, sorry. It takes way too long to dig. And there's a very good chance there's nothing here. I mean, okay, I could try again. See these hills? There's some exposed rock here, which will be helpful. Oh, okay, this is not exposed rock, but it's close enough because it's very close to exposed rock, you see. Found 0 traces of ore in this area. Yeah, I don't think I lost too much by not mining there. Okay, I should head home, or I could spend the night at that trader's house or caravan. I'd rather not. Okay, that's a temporal rift there. These mountains here are quite charming, in my opinion. I feel like I had a pretty nice looking spawn with also actually fairly decent generation, I feel. Not just visually. I mean, I have clay, I have copper close by, that copper spawn close by. Quite a lot of animals. Not too many traders. A lot of mushrooms and other edibles. Okay, the watering can is finally ready to be used. %100% full. That's great. Now I have to break all of this again. Amazing. Oh, it doesn't drop anything once it's farmland. Okay, that's interesting. Nitrogen, potassium, and not nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. Let's place our very high quality soil. I mean, it looks high quality. Okay, that's a drifter there. Should probably head to sleep. They're throwing some small pebbles at me. Okay, they're waiting here for me. I am not afraid. Foul beast. Let's make ourselves a spear. And after that, let's make ourselves another hoe, because I think we will need a second hoe for this. So how about it? We need some sticks. That's good. And now a second hoe. Grass sure does grow here really fast. That's only like 7 in-game hours. Like technically I don't have to hoe all of this, but I might as well. Okay, I see some wolves sneaking up on me. Not a big fan of that. I think they're wolves, right? Yeah. That's quite a few of them. This is not a fight I can win, so I'm just gonna head out. Yeah, that sucks. You know, would you guys mind fucking off? Oh, I guess that worked. That's both of my hose gone. I got no hose left. I need to make some way of getting out of here that's not just breaking apart the fence and then putting it back. Okay. Would you kindly leave me alone? God. I mean, I can bait her into the water and just destroy her there, but... What do you have to gain from this, wolf? If you kill me, I'll just come right back. Yeah, this has been my worst stream performance and vibe-wise so far. A very depressing stream. Which certainly doesn't help with viewership. I don't think seeing someone be super mellow is very interesting. Very captivating. But that's just kind of day to day is, you know? I ain't gonna fake it. Not like I have. It's not like I have any viewers anyway. It seems that spelt is quite resistant, and let's see about flax here. Flax is also fairly resistant. I also definitely want to... Carrots are gonna be more useful overall. Hey, take this butterfly. Sorry. Nice. So we have our flax here, our carrots here, and our spelt here. Okay, we have a lot more spelt than I thought. I wonder how often I'm gonna have to water these plants. Seems the growth speed is pretty good with the soil, as you'd expect. Okay, let's plant more spelt. I saw spelt flour in the store the other day. I have no clue what it's used for, though. I mean, I guess you can use it like any other flour, but I don't know. I think that's it for today. I had a pretty shitty stream. I'm just gonna end the stream now. Thanks to the people who did watch, and